So we actually have a photo. You have the photo of Chris Cornell in this. So I have to ask because unfortunately he passed away recently.
Yeah.
And I like this picture because it's funny, and it's cute. And I just really wanted, you worked with Chris, you
Yeah.
and Temple the dog. How do you want Chris to be remembered?
You know, it's such a sad, tragic thing, and I'm just still kind of reeling from it. But that's a good question. You know, in terms of his music and as a songwriter and obviously as a singer, as he was one of the best, if not the best, to come out of Seattle in terms of that era. He could do demo tapes and play everything on the demo tapes, and you'll hear that on some reissues of things, and really good too. You're like, God, that guy's good looking, and he can play drums, and he can play bass, and he can sing like this incredible, singer. And I just think his music is that, you know, but to know, and for me and Ed, early on, he was super helpful and Ed was saying, like a big brother kind of to him in a way, because Eddie came from San Diego, and there was some kind of weird Seattle pushback to him a little bit. I remember some of my friends were kind of dicks to him, and Chris, and I was pissed about that, but Chris was not that way. He was very welcoming and took Ed out for drinks, and they went hiking and said, look, welcome. And I think it was because he was roommates with Andy Wood, and he knew Jeff and Stone very well, and it's like, this is their new thing, so I want to be supportive of that. And he was cool with me, and he let me play on his record, and I love him. So it's like, and I'll always have that love of that time. And the recent tour we just did too. And every time I saw Soundgarden, it's like I was a crazy Soundgarden. Like, I would go to their practices and stuff. And I brought him pizza one time just so I could hang out. I was like one of those fans. And Matt Cameron's in Pearl Jam, so it's like, sorry, anyways. But I'm over answering that. But just his music, and to know that he was a good dude.
Yeah,
he really was.
They were a unique sound even within the umbrella of grunge.
Yeah. I mean, the architects of that thing, almost, you know, in terms of their sound, and the early touring that they did, and the SST, and they were around before everything blew up, and they were part of the reason everything blew up, because it was this incredible singer. It's like, and they're an incredible band. So I miss that, and I just miss him, you know. It's sad.